Well, I'd like to welcome you to Lesson 1. I think you'll be quite pleased with 6 or 7 applications that we're going to do today to show you AI. And I'm going to do it very quickly, just as a quick flyby, so you can just get a general taste of what AI can do for you as a teacher in the classroom. Very quickly, I'd like you to go ahead and sit back and relax. This portion of your Lesson 1 is not for taking notes. It's for you to just get a general sense of what you can do and what you can't do. What is AI? AI stands for artificial intelligence, and it will make your life easier by helping you perform tasks much more quickly. The theme that I want you to see as we go through the different tasks for AI is that when using ChatGPT, treat it as your teaching assistant and ask questions as if you were talking to a real person. We'll show you each of these 6 uses: writing a letter to parents, learning a language, creating a quiz, playing chess, having an interview with Abe Lincoln, and producing a lesson plan for learning photosynthesis. First, let me show you how you can write a letter to the parents. We'll type in ChatGPT. If you have an account, just click on ChatGPT. If you don't have an account, click on Login. I have an account, so I'll click on ChatGPT. And then this text box right here is where you do the action. Sometimes I like to say, can I call you Fred? So that when I interact with it, I'll just call it Fred. That helps me interact with the application as if it's a living person. The more you can make your questions, your suggestions, or the things that you want very clear with fine details, the better the response you'll get. I won't call it Fred right now, but I'll just call it ChatGPT. I'll say, write a letter to the parents about Friday's field trip and tell people to dress warmly. ChatGPT gives a subject and then right away gives a letter that's very helpful, making it very clear that warm clothing is needed. If you want to translate this to Spanish, you just say translate to Spanish, and it takes the very letter that you wrote and puts it in the Spanish language for the sake of those parents that are more comfortable with speaking Spanish. Also, you may want to teach some of your students some very simple Spanish. Give me 3 words in Spanish with their conjugation, and add a sentence using those words. Hablar is the first word. Comer is the second word. Jugar is the third word. You'll notice in the very last sentence, it gives you a sentence using the word jugar in its conjugated form. Nosotros jugamos fútbol en el parque los domingos. Let's go on to create a quiz. Create a quiz with these 3 Spanish words. Right away, it asks in Spanish 3 questions, and it gives the answers at the bottom. Now let's play chess. And you'll notice it shows you a chessboard, and if I enlarge things, you can see that it shows the rook, the knight, the bishop. You'll see the queen, and you'll see the king. This allows you to play chess and fine-tune your strategy with artificial intelligence. Now let's interview Abraham Lincoln. To do a new chat, you can click on this icon over here, it clears your board. You can say, please role play as Abraham Lincoln. ChatGPT says, 70 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, and gives one of the most famous speeches that Abraham gave. I'd like to ask Abraham a question. What was the most difficult scenario in your presidency? During my presidency, undoubtedly the most difficult scenario was the Civil War. The nation was torn asunder by conflict, brother fighting against brother, and the very ideals upon which the United States was founded were at stake. It was a time of intense turmoil, sorrow, and uncertainty. You can also interview other people, such as Kobe Bryant. Our heart goes out to his family. Role play Kobe Bryant. And please tell me when and how you passed away. You know, if ChatGPT can't fulfill a request, it'll say, I can't fulfill that request. And sometimes it's because the topic, the matter is too sensitive. And so you'll need to coordinate with ChatGPT to get you what you need. Let's go ahead and clear the chat. I'll say, please be Kobe Bryant. And then I can say, how did you pass away? I passed away in a tragic helicopter crash on January 26, 2020, along with my daughter. Our heart goes out to that family. The last thing is create a lesson plan on photosynthesis. One thing ChatGPT does really well is it creates lesson plans. It gives you the objective, the materials, the duration, the presentation, a group activity, hands-on experience, conclusion, assessment, and extension. With that, I'd like to just say thank you very much for taking this class. I believe you're going to find lots of personal applications and lots of uses that make you feel that you have a teaching assistant with a wide variety of intelligence for your access and use. Thank you so much.